Good morning, students. How are you all? Today, I'm here with the second session for the lesson Men's Relationship with Animals. In the last session, we went through two stories. The first one of an Arab and his horse, and the second one, very famous one, of Maharana Pratap and Chetak. In both the stories, we saw how the horses helped their masters, in fact, saved their masters. Then we started with the short story A Secret for Two by Quentin Reynolds, which is again of a man and a horse. Till now, in the story, two main characters are introduced: Pierre, a milk wagon driver, and Joseph, a horse. Pierre had delivered milk to the families on the Prince Edward Street for 30 years, and during the past 15 years, Joseph drew the milk wagon used by Pierre. By being together for 15 years, these two have formed a splendid combination. We can say a perfect pair. Now we will see how the story progresses. The wagon, without any direction from Pierre, would arrive in Prince Edward Street. The horse would stop at the first house, allow Pierre perhaps 30 seconds to get down from his seat and put a bottle of milk at the front door. Again, the horse would go on, skipping two houses and stopping at the third. So down the length of the street, the two would go. Then Joseph would turn around and come back along the other side of the street. Yes, Joseph was really a smart horse. Why would the wagon, without any direction from Pierre, arrive in Prince Edward Street? Because the horse knew the route very well. The horse would stop at the first house because the horse also knew that they have to deliver milk at the first house. The horse also knows very well that it takes about 30 seconds for Pierre to get down from his seat and put a bottle of milk at the front door. So, the horse would stop there for 30 seconds. Again, the horse would go on skipping two houses and stopping at the third. Skipping means omitting. The horse omitted two houses because it knew that they didn't have to deliver milk to those two houses. So down the length of the street, the two would go. So throughout the same side of the street, the two, Pierre and Joseph, would practice the same. Then Joseph would turn around and come back along the other side of the street because it knew that they had to deliver milk to the other side of the street as well. Yes, Joseph was really a smart horse, wasn't he? At the stables, Pierre would boast of Joseph's skill. I never touch the reins. He knows just where to stop. Why, a blind man can do my job with Joseph pulling the wagon. Boast means to speak in excessively proud terms. So Pierre would proudly tell at the stables that Joseph had become a very smart horse and that he knew everything. So even a blind man could do his job if Joseph pulled the wagon. So it went on for years. Pierre and Joseph grew old together, but gradually, not suddenly. Pierre's huge walrus mustache was pure white now, and Joseph didn't lift his knees so high. Jack, the foreman of the stables, never noticed that they were getting old until Pierre appeared one day carrying a big walking stick. With this excellent bonding, both Pierre and Joseph kept on delivering milk on Prince Edward Street for many years. And finally, they both grew old. But gradually, not suddenly, because it took time of about 15 years. Pierre's huge walrus mustache was pure white now because we know due to age the mustache becomes white. Walrus mustache is a long thick mustache. It is named after animal walrus. If you have seen a walrus, its whiskers droop, that means hang down over its mouth. And when a man has this kind of mustache, it is called a walrus mustache. And Joseph didn't lift his knees so high. Because Joseph had also grown old, it couldn't lift its knees so high, becoming weary and tired now. Foreman is a worker who supervises and directs other workers. Jack, the foreman, could also not notice that these two were getting old. But one day, when Pierre came in the company with a walking stick, he realized that they were getting older. Hey Pierre, Jack laughed. Maybe you got the gout, hey? Yes, Jack, replied Pierre uncertainly. But as one grows old, legs get tired. You should teach the horse to place the milk bottles at the front door of your customers, Jack said to him. He does everything else for you. Gout is a disease wherein a person faces problem while walking. So, after seeing Pierre with the walking stick, Jack, out of curiosity, asked him if he had got the gout. Pierre replied uncertainly. He said yes also, and then he said maybe it was because of the old age. Jack, in a lighter mood, said Pierre to teach the horse to place the milk bottles at the front door of the customers because Jack knows that Joseph does everything else on his own. One morning, the manager of the milk company came to inspect the early morning deliveries. Pointing out to Pierre, Jack said to him, "Watch how he talks to that horse, whom he calls Joseph. See the look in the horse's eyes. I think these two share a secret. Sometimes they seem to chuckle at us as they go off on their route in the morning. Pierre is a good man, but he's getting old. Don't you think he should be retired and given a small pension?" To inspect is to examine to ensure that the work is done according to the company's standards. So, the manager came to see if the early morning deliveries are done properly. Jack always observed Pierre and Joseph early morning when they would get ready to go for delivery, and he always had a doubt that they both share a secret. So, that day he told manager also to observe them. Chuckle means suppressed laugh. When you don't want to share with everyone and you giggle among yourselves, that kind of. Jack observed that sometimes Pierre and Joseph chuckled when they left for delivery. As Jack liked Pierre to be a good man, but he knew that he was growing older. So he suggested manager that Pierre should retire and should be given pension. What is a pension? Pension is a regular payment made to an employee after he retires. Of course, said the manager. He has been on this route now for 30 years and not even once has there been a complaint against him. Tell him it is time he should rest. His salary will go on just the same. The manager also agreed, as Pierre did his work so properly for 30 years that there was not a single complaint against him. And he instructed Jack to inform Pierre that he could retire and his pension would be same as his salary. But Pierre refused to retire. He could not bear the thought of not driving his Joseph every day. He said to Jack, "We are two old men, Joseph and I. Let us wear out together. When Joseph is ready to retire, then I too will leave." How great the bonding was between the two. Joseph's company was so important and precious for Pierre that he could not imagine not meeting his favorite Joseph every day. So he refused to retire. "We are two old men, Joseph and I. Let us wear out together. When Joseph is ready to retire, then I too will leave." Wear out means get tired or get exhausted. He told Jack, as long as Joseph worked, he would also like to work, and he wanted that both of them retire together. Jack, who was a kind man, understood. There was something about Pierre and Joseph which made a man smile tenderly. It was as though each drew some hidden strength from the other. When Pierre was sitting in his seat and when Joseph was hitched to the wagon, neither seemed old. But when they finished their work, Pierre would limp down the street, seeming very old indeed. The horse's head would also drop, and he would walk very wearily to his stall. Jack was a kind man, and he also liked, in fact loved, the bonding between Pierre and Joseph. So he smiled tenderly, hearing Joseph's wish. Tenderly means lovingly, softly. It seemed that both drew some hidden strength from each other because they both were old. But when they are together on their milk wagon, none of them looked old. But when they finished their work, Pierre would limp down the street. Limp down means walk with difficulty. It means when he walked down in the street with difficulty with his walking stick, he looked really old. The horse's head would also drop and he would walk very wearily to his stall. Wearily means tiredly. When the horse is tired, he would drop his head, and tiredly he would walk to his stall. When they parted, they both suddenly lost their energy. Students, rest part of the story we will do in the next session. But before ending today's session, I will explain you one of the exercises. Study the table and learn how verbs are formed by adding appropriate suffixes. First of all, let's understand what is a suffix. When we add a letter or letters at the end of a word and a new word is formed which has got a new meaning, the letter or letters that we have added is a suffix. Here we will talk about the suffixes which make verbs. The word sharp and wide are adjectives, and the suffix en is added to them and they become sharpen and widen, which are verbs. Same way, the words material and central are also adjectives, but to make verb out of them, we have to add the suffix ise or ize and they become materialize and centralize. The words simple and pure are also adjectives. To make verb, we will have to replace e with the suffix ify and they will become simplify and purify. Now the words bath and breath are nouns. To make verb, we will have to add suffix e to them and they will become bathe and breathe. In the exercise, you have two activities related to it. I want you all to solve it in the homework and the answers you will get in the textual solution. So I will end today's session here. Bye bye. Take care.